For members, learn more at PacificSourceMembersFirst.com.
Sends a laser down the right field line. The new career leader in hits in an Oregon uniform, Tanner Smith.
It's time for First Pitch on the Oregon Sports Network. Once again, out to the ballpark. This is Ducks baseball.
Oregon and Stanford, it's game 2 at PK Park. It is Bark in the Park Day, so you might hear some additional sound effects, and I swear our microphones aren't just picking them up from the dog park at Alton Baker Park. That's here at PK Park. If you're driving around, it's Bark in the Park Day. Come on out to PK Park. The Duck is here. He's got his glove. He's got his baseball hat, and he looks great here this afternoon. Currently atop the Oregon dugout, and just, it's next level from the Duck. The Safeway starting lineup for the Stanford Cardinal. Eddie Park, who had 2 hits yesterday, 2 of the 3 for Stanford, will lead it off. Then Carter Graham, the first baseman, and Tommy Troy, the third baseman, hitting third. Braden Montgomery will clean things up and play right field. Malcolm Moore will do the catching and bat in the 5 spot. Drew Bowser, the second baseman, 6. Alberto Rios, the left fielder. Then Cole Hinkleman, the DH, and Owen Cobb, the shortstop. The Safeway starting lineup for the visiting Cardinal. Defensively, it's same as yesterday for the Ducks, with Logan Mercado getting the ball. And his first pitch on a bunt show and pull back is low and inside, and we're underway at PK Park at 2:05. Right on time. Mercado working to the lefty Park, 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch is at the knees, according to home plate umpire Mark Buchanan. Scott Latendre, the first base umpire, Michael Fichter, second base, and Steve Mattingly down the third base line. Your crew today. Mercado, 1 ball and 1 strike. Deals it. On the ground to the second baseman, ranging to his left and making the play, Gavin Grant. 4-3 in the book. Defensively, same as yesterday. Josiah Cromwick doing the catching for the Ducks. Jacob Walsh at first, Gavin Grant at second. Sabine Ceballos is at third, and Drew Cowley's the shortstop. Tanner Smith in left, Colby Shade in center. Bryce Betcher is in right field for Oregon. Logan Mercado with a 2-0 record, the starter for the Ducks. The junior with a 6.75 earned run average. Out of the 270 hitter, Carter Graham. First pitch is fouled back. Mercado, 8 appearances and 4 starts coming into this one. 32 innings pitched for him, 35 hits, 26 runs, 24 earned. He's walked 22, struck out 34, and opponents earning 276 against Logan Mercado. Graham, the first baseman, out of Los Angeles, the junior. 0-1, just a bit off the dish. 1 ball and 1 strike. Joey Mack along with Jordan Brenner, Alex Stimson directing, Mitchell Lee back in the OSN studio, the entire Quack Video crew with us today for a fun one at PK Park. 1-1, low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yesterday, Graham, an 0 for 4 day, couple of flyouts to right field, one of them was pretty well struck, also a ground out and a strikeout in last night's contest. Ducks playing a shift with Gavin Grant really up the middle. As a chopper gets hit toward the third baseman, Ceballos will touch it barehanded foul. He wanted to throw it, but I think if he had, he would have hit Logan Mercado.
Yeah, no need to throw that one. I mean, you saved the arm for maybe the next one. He could have made that play, though.
He could have.
He's one of the better defensive third basemen, and his hands, that's probably his best attribute.
Yeah, I would agree. Two balls and 2 strikes. Carter Graham steps back in. Mercado trying to pick up where Jay Stoffel left off last night. Fires the 2-2. Low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Saw Mercado against Stanford last year. 2 scoreless innings. Was hit around a little bit, though.
Payoff. Got him swinging with a high fastball. Elevated the cheddar, and Graham couldn't connect. That was a challenge me fastball around the letters. Well, that's been called a ball, but went after it, Graham did.
Jay Stoffel picked up a couple of strikeouts on that same pitch, the high fastball, changing the eye level of hitters.
Now Tommy Troy, who swings at the first pitch and lifts one to shallow right center. Gavin Grant backs up, and he makes the catch. So far, Logan Mercado has picked up exactly where Jay Stoffel left off. As we head to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Ducks hosting the Cardinal on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community, and First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Katie Turley. Katie helped plan and organize a trip to the East Coast for 7th and 8th graders, was involved in senior grad night, and is helping raise her nephew while his mom deals with health issues. She does this while working a full-time job and staying every night at her parents' house to care for her father, who is battling a brain tumor. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Katie Turley. Oregon fans, college baseball is back. Rally up your friends with a few cold, refreshing Dos Equis lagers to watch your team hit it out of the park on game day. Whether you're hanging out at the bar with your fellow Ducks or watching with a friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there to celebrate every strikeout. So grab a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Ducks. Dos Equis, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2023, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
It is the bottom of the first inning. Oregon hosting Stanford. Ducks coming off a 4-0 win last night. And it's, what do you know, the exact same Safeway starting lineup as yesterday. When you win 4-0, Mark Wasikowski doesn't have to tweak a whole heck of a lot. Riku Nishida will DH and lead it off. Then Colby Shade will bat second, and Drew Cowley will play shortstop and hit in the number 3 spot. Sabine Ceballos cleans it up, the third baseman. Tanner Smith in left field hitting 5th. Jacob Walsh, the first baseman. He will wear number 42 today in honor of Jackie Robinson Day. Jacob Walsh gets the honor of putting that 42 on his back. He'll hit 6th. Josiah Cromwick, the catcher, will hit 7th. Bryce Betcher, the right fielder, 8th. And Gavin Grant, the second baseman, rounds out the order for the Ducks. Matt Scott, one of the better freshman arms in the country, gets the ball for Stanford. He wears number 28. He's got a 5-0 record and a 2.08 earned run average. This is his 10th appearance in his 6th start. 34 2/3 innings pitched, 18 hits, 9 runs, 8 of those earned. He's walked 16 and struck out 38. Opponents hitting just 145 against Matt Scott. Riku Nishida settles in. And he swings at the first pitch and chops it foul off to the right side. Today for Bark in the Park, every player card, at least those that have a dog, every player card on the scoreboard will feature not their usual headshot. It's instead going to be them with their dog. 0-1 to Nishida. This is a chopper toward the second baseman, fielded by Drew Bowser, and the throw is in time to retire Riku Nishida. Defensively for the Cardinal with 1 out in the bottom of the first, it's Malcolm Moore doing the catching. Carter Graham is the first baseman, Drew Bowser at second. Tommy Troy, the third baseman, Owen Cobb, the shortstop. Alberto Rios is in left, Eddie Park is in center, and Braden Montgomery is the right fielder for the Cardinal. The exact same deployment for the Cardinal as well. Colby Shade, first pitch swinging, hits it well to center, backing up. Park makes the catch, moving toward the right center gap. 2 quick outs for the Ducks, no score in the bottom of the first. And your Safeway starting lineups, we barely got through them in time in the first inning. Safeway, the official grocer of the Oregon Ducks. Did you do that grocery shopping you needed to do last week?
Well, I've been fed this week, so good. I'm sure.
Well, I didn't see you Tuesday and Wednesday, so I wanted to make sure that you were, cared for.
Thank you.
Here's Drew Cowley. He takes a strike.
Yeah, whenever I go, Safeway's the spot. There's no competitor, in my opinion.
It also might have something to do with it being the closest to your apartment, as the 0-1 misses downstairs 1-1.
Hey, don't expose me like that. If Safeway was a mile further, I'm still going to Safeway.
Good answer. Good answer for the official grocer of the Ducks. Bottom of the first. 2 outs and the 1-1 to Drew Cowley. That's downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cowley yesterday in the 6th inning hit a solo shot to center field just to the left of the batter's eye, and he took out our camera. I didn't get a chance to talk to Drew about it yet. We'll send him the bill. 2-1 is chopped foul. Oh, off the bare hands of Jack Martyr. Coach wants that one back. No smile. Don't smile, Jack. Nope, he didn't smile.
He's mad.
Former catcher there. Played it off the hands. Kept it in front of him for the most part, though. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch to the 317 hitter. Hit out of play to the left. 6 home runs now for Drew Cowley. Lefty steps back in. A .282 hitter with 2 outs on the season. Scott working from the third base side of the rubber. Out of the windup, he delivers. Chopped. Again, foul off to the right by Cowley. Staying alive. Four, 5, 6 due up for Stanford in inning number 2. Scott tosses. Cowley again hits it foul up the right side. That one goes almost all the way toward the corner, and the student manager lost his hat on the way to go get it. Good recovery. A battle here with Cowley and Scott, seeing some pitches. Another 2-2. Cowley strikes out on the off speed. Went below the knees and couldn't connect. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. The second inning is coming up, and we've got no score at PK Park between the Ducks and the Cardinal on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Farming is dangerous. There's dangers all around us.
We go through safety training and try and do these things to make sure accidents don't happen.
You don't want to hit a gas pipe because that's your life. The other part of it is if you hit certain things, you're liable for it.
Farm Safe 811 starts with you. Always call 811 and wait for any underground lines to be marked.
Always keep safety in the back of your mind. Just stay humble.
For more information, go to farmsafe811.org.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Joey Mack and Jordan Brenner with you. It's the top of the second inning, and Braden Montgomery will lead it off against Logan Mercado, then Malcolm Moore and Drew Bowser. Bark in the park today at PK Park. There are a number of Oregon baseball student athletes that have dogs. I mean, the amount of photos that we have seen heading into this game, I'm blown away at how many dogs are around this team, actually. I love it. I absolutely love it. Montgomery takes a strike at the knees. 349 hitter, 8 home runs, 29 RBIs, 0-1 now from Logan Mercado. He's getting ahead in the count. That's a good sign for Logan Mercado early in this game. Right-hander from the stretch, first base side of the rubber. Fires on a check swing, and the appeal, he didn't go.
It's an interesting dynamic. Neither club used a bullpen arm.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, you don't go a lot of games without a Toyota pitching change.
There weren't any defensive substitutions either.
No. Pitch is low to Montgomery, 2-1. Yeah, Todd Miles and I were talking about that, sports information director for the Ducks, after the game, and he said, I can't remember the last time I saw a box score that didn't have a single sub on it. And I don't know that I've ever seen one in 10 years of doing this. 2-1, chopped up the right side and foul. That's been a common occurrence today. Chopping it up the right side from a couple of left-handed hitters. Now 2-2. Yeah, a couple people asked me when was the last time you called a game without a pitching change, and the only one that came to mind was Matt Mercer lost a game at Washington State when he threw a complete game. And I didn't get a chance to go back and look to see if the opponent also went the distance. 2-2, just a little bit below the knees, 3-2. Maybe while you're on color right now, you do me a research project, will you?
Okay, yep.
Matt Mercer, Washington State. It was the last time a Duck threw a complete game loss. I want to see if the Wazoo guy went the distance. Payoff. Foul back to the net.
Was this when he was a freshman, sophomore?
I think it might have been his last year.
Okay. Well, I'll find it.
Washington State in, I'm going to say 2017. It would have been in May, early May, that game. 3-2 pitch. This one's hit in the air toward left center. Shade. Into a dive. He makes the catch.
I don't know how many people in America make that play, Joey.
I wouldn't. He makes it so easy. Great first step off the bat. And then into a dive to take away probably extra bases from Braden Montgomery. Nice play from Colby Shade. There's that defense on display again.
So the Ducks did make a pitching change in that game.
Here's Malcolm Moore, catcher. He takes 1-0. The Ducks did?
Never mind. No, they didn't. Mercer only went 8 1/3 because the Cougars walked it off in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Right. So complete game loss for him.
Correct.
1-0. This one's hit in the air toward Shade. He moves over toward right about the same spot, makes the catch in left center. So did Washington State make a pitching change?
They did. They threw 3 pitchers in that game.
So yeah, that was the only one that came to mind. Like the last time that I saw a no pitching change game. You know, maybe when Robbie Ahlstrom pitched against Beck for Stanford a couple years ago. Here's Drew Bowser. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string at 73 miles an hour. Good pitch from Mercado.
I'm living in the data right now.
Oh, Kenny Hoffman, Duck groundskeeper, he brought his dog today. 280 hitter Bowser with 7 home runs. Mercado's pitch blown by him, and it's 0-2. Ahlstrom beat Stanford his last year at Oregon. Could be that game, maybe. 0-2 is high and tight from Logan Mercado. Bases empty in the second. No score.
That was an Ahlstrom-Summers game together.
1-2 pitch. Reached for, hit in the air down the right side. Betcher giving chase, and it bounces foul near the mighty Oregon sign on the padding down the right side. Here we go. Didn't lose his hat that time. Well done by the student manager crew. One and two with 2 down. Mercado to Bowser. Foul back. Bowser was on that one. See what Mercado goes to here. Jake Angier relaying the signals. Mercado working with some pace. That's probably when he's at his best, when he pitches with some tempo. The delivery. Got him! Bowser down swinging. Logan Mercado back-to-back 1-2-3 innings as we head to the bottom of the second. 0-0 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Everything you need, from milk eggs, fresh meat, and produce, and much more. Delivered right to your car. No need to leave the car or stand in line. And the best part, your groceries will be ready for pickup in just a few hours. Shop, drive up, and go at Safeway.com.
Once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has been the credit union serving the University of Oregon community. With remarkable checking, My OCCU mobile banking, and nationwide ATM access. If you're a duck, you belong at OCCU, where you'll find fewer fees, higher savings rates, and lower rates on loans. And lots of fellow duck fans. Go Ducks. Join OCCU. Learn more at myoccu.org/remarkable.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oregon. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Oregon and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Oregon.
It's Bark in the Park Day at PK Park. And one of the cool things, it's not just the fans that are coming out to the ballpark today bringing their own dogs. There's also a variety of dogs that are up for adoption and rescue out here at PK Park. Pretty cool. I like this day. Brews and baseball yesterday, Bark in the Park today. I mean, it's a good weekend at PK Park.
Yeah, shout out Oregon Apr marketing.
Speed Ceballos fouls the first pitch he sees into the dugout. 4-5-6 due up for the Ducks. Ceballos, then Tanner Smith and Jacob Walsh. Duck Baseball is brought to you by Pepsi, distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Proud supporters of the Ducks. Go Ducks. Drink Pepsi. The 0-1 to the 327 hitter. Ceballos swings through an off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. 444 on base percentage for Ceballos. 0-2, he hits it in the air to center, shortened up, got himself a base hit.
He's been doing that a lot recently. Yesterday, Joey, he should have picked up a double in the sixth inning. It was the same short to the baseball approach with 2 strikes. It was caught yesterday. Today, the approach pays off with a 2-strike base hit.
And he's so strong. It's not like he needs to swing 100% every time. You know, doesn't take a lot for him to muscle one over the infielders' heads. Tanner Smith, the left fielder, hitting 350. Hits the first pitch he sees down the right field line. Ceballos heading to third, and a day after Tanner Smith sets the career doubles record, he's got another one today. That's number 60 for Tanner Smith. And it puts 2 in scoring position for the Ducks in the bottom of the second.
Well, that's good to see for Tanner Smith. You could start to tell it's clicking for him. That double down the left field line yesterday, the early indicator, and now it's confirmed. Tanner Smith is swinging a hot bat.
The lead runner, Ceballos, at third. And Smith also in scoring position at second. Jacob Walsh, first pitch swinging. He pops it straight up. Catcher throws his mask. Moore makes the catch. Tough out for Jacob Walsh, one that he'd like back. He'll get another shot later in the game. Now it's up to Josiah Cromwick with 1 out and 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, big spot here. This is a spot you feel like you'd love 2, but you need 1.
Yeah, in yesterday's game, Oregon had a runner thrown out at the plate, and it felt like a similar situation. Early in the game, chance to draw first blood. Cromwick takes a pitch downstairs, 1-0. Now, fortunately for the Ducks, 3 home runs later, the Ducks won the game 4-0, but when Gavin Grant got thrown out at the plate, that felt like a big moment early in that contest last night. Here's the 1-0 to Cromwick. Swing and a miss. He was out in front of 74 miles an hour, a breaking pitch. Oh, and big news today. Alex Simpson directing the live stream, but his dog Kevin, he's here today. I think that was Kevin's first ever appearance on one of our productions. 1-1, tipped into the glove, and it's now 1-2.
Do you prefer dog names that are people names? Or
I
not
prefer
people?
a dog name that fits the dog, whatever that may be. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, 2 in scoring position. Cromwick fouls it out of play to our right. Almost took out Joe Karcher in his Carl's Jr. suite down to our right. Missed him by a few feet. There's Joe on the live stream. Enjoying the view today. 1-2 again. Cromwick, good take. His counterpart also with a good block behind the plate. Moore kept it in front of him, so Ceballos couldn't try to score. I had a math teacher in middle school who always said that her favorite name for a dog would be Digit.
You said math teacher?
2-2 on the ground to the third baseman. Play at the plate. Run down. Moore tags out Ceballos. Ceballos cut down. He went, looked like on contact. Cromwick reaches on the fielder's choice. Smith stays put at second, and there's now 2 outs after the play at the plate goes the way of Stanford for the second straight game. Moore ran down Ceballos and tagged him out.
Well, that's a heads-up play by Tommy Troy there.
It is.
He was looking at first while side-arming home.
Now Moore will give a sign to the defense with runners at first and second. And 2 down for Bryce Betcher. See if Betcher can get it going. Went 0 for 3 yesterday. Ducks hoping that he can get the defense to match the offense, or vice versa. Betcher check swing, grounder back to the pitcher, underhand to first base, and that'll do it for the Ducks. Get runners to second and third to lead off the inning, and Oregon comes away with no runs. Feels like a missed opportunity early in this game. No runs on a couple of hits, no errors, ends up 2 runners left on base. We head to the third. It's still 0-0 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Some of the best sounds you'll ever hear are generic, safe, effective, even money-saving, just like FDA-approved generic drugs. Even if they don't come in the exact same color or shape as their brand name equivalents, they have the same key ingredients and go through a rigorous review process. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today and visit fda.gov/generic drugs. Generics are safe, effective, and can save you money. You'll like the sound of that.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell trouble. They can spell risk if taken by someone they weren't prescribed for, harm if accidentally taken by a child or pet, or overdose if they're not used as directed. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop boxes. You may find these in your community at local pharmacies or police stations. Visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
0-0 as we go to the top of the third inning at PK Park. This weekend series is presented by Holland America Line, a proud partner of the Oregon Ducks. Visit hollandamerica.com or call your travel advisor to book your next cruise to Alaska and beyond. Barking in the park today. A lot of fans bringing along their best buddies. Got an Oregon bandana, a tennis ball. A lot of cool stuff in the prize pack for our four-legged friends. Alberto Rios, Cole Hinkleman, and Owen Cobb, 7, 8, 9, due up for Stanford. Pitch to Rios. Just misses from Logan Mercado. 1-0. Both Stoffel and Matthews going the distance yesterday. 1-0 pitch is in for a strike. Said earlier that means the bullpens are fresh, they're available. I think it also could mean that if the starters get in trouble, probably not going to let them ride it out as long today as maybe last night, because the bullpen is so fresh for both sides. 1-1 just misses upstairs, 2-1. We'll see. Logan Mercado and I think Matt Scott have both kind of answered the call here. Scott giving up that base hit and a double, but he got out of the jam. 2-1 breaking ball, can't check his swing. Rios goes around, it's 2-2.
Well, I think there's a hurdle that Oregon has to overcome today, which is winning on Saturday after winning on Friday. Beat the Bruins on Friday, beat the Beavers on Friday, lost on Saturday and Sunday, both of those series.
2-2, froze him with a nasty delivery. Mercado gets the strikeout looking. You're right, and I think that some of that is Stoffel's been so good in those games. He's really set the tone, but no doubt the pitching staff and the offense got to follow that up now. This is a big game, it feels like, for Oregon's momentum the rest of the season in mid-April. Cole Hinkleman, first pitch swinging. He pops one up. Foul ground behind the plate. Cromwell just runs out of room. That was in the first row. Don't see one near the net like that very often.
Yeah, he stole the words right out of my mouth.
Cromwell barely ran out of room there. 0-1 to Hinkleman. That's a little bit downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, for Mercado, adding the changeup this year and adding some velocity has certainly allowed him to be in the rotation. 1-1 fouled out of play. Into the suites. Bounces down now back into the stands. But I think it's still the competitiveness for Mercado. That's what got him out of so many tough situations when he came out of the bullpen last year. I think that still factors in when you're in the rotation. 1-2 is upstairs to make it 2-2.
I thought he was good last week. He walked a few too many guys, but you're right. Those big games, it usually brings the best out of Logan Mercado.
2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And that's what you want on your team, out of your program, that competitiveness. You want the ball in those biggest games, and I think the Ducks have a couple of those dogs in their rotation this year.
3-2. Got him. Back-to-back backwards Ks, looking strikeouts to start the third, and that's 3 straight strikeouts for Logan Mercado.
Yeah, he's been a dog so far. Bark of the Park
pitch.
Saturday. Yeah, that was a great pitch.
I see what you did there.
I wanted you to notice the first time, and you didn't. So
well,
I went
we've
right
described
back to
them as dogs like that before. You know,
Yeah.
that one's on me. I'll own that one. I missed that one. Owen Cobb first pitch swinging. This one in the air to right. Betcher has a beat on it. Betcher makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. First time through the order. Mercado's been excellent as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Still 0-0. Ducks trying to change that at the plate when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Count on Oregon Mutual Insurance, a proud sponsor of the Oregon Ducks home team, for your business, vineyard, farm, or ranch insurance needs. If you are a small or large business owner, winery, farmer, or rancher looking to make an insurance carrier change, Oregon Mutual and Oregon Mutual's network of independent agents will work with you to devise a policy that fits your business or farm operations. Visit ormutual.com to learn more.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. And when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires, brakes, and alignment can go a long way toward giving you better control.
Hey, it's my
of
turn.
your car, at least.
My turn to sit
Save up to $160 when you bundle tires and brakes. Swing by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing matters. Limited time offer while supplies last. Discount depends on tire size and type. Cannot combine with other offers. Details at leschwab.com.
Duck Baseball is brought to you by our friends at Les Schwab. At Les Schwab, it's your home for supermarket selection, sudden service, convenient credit, and warranties in writing. Duck Baseball is also brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And I feel like I owe our friends at Toyota a little bit today because no Toyota pitching changes yesterday.
Yeah, how about that?
Gavin Grant, 9-1-2 for the Ducks. First pitch swinging, he grounds it up the line. That's where Troy was playing, and the third baseman throws him out. A quick out, and now Riku Nishida.
Riku Nishida's style of play for the Doubters translates at the highest level. Riku Nishida has the highest average on the team in conference games, Joey.
370 is pretty good. Righty versus lefty here. Nishida looks at a first pitch ball. After the scrimmage this morning, Oregon football head coach Dan Lanning in attendance today. Hanging out. Taking in some baseball. 1-0 pitch. In for a strike to Nishida, make it 1-1.
It's pretty cool.
Cheering on Bryce Betcher for sure.
That's what I was about to say again.
We're on the same wavelength today. Nishida shows bunt, pulls back, lets it go by, and it's a ball. 2-1. Two-one toss. Low and inside. Good take from Nishida. 3-1. Last year, I remember when we had Coach Lanning in the booth for a game. 3-1 is up high. Riku Nishida takes a base on balls. A good eye, and Every Duck Walk is brought to you by Pacific Clear Vision Institute, the official LASIK and eye doctors of the Ducks. I really loved what he said about how he likes watching other coaches coach. You know, and so there are things that are consistent across sports, some things that aren't consistent across sports. I thought that was an interesting conversation that we had with him. Also the fact that Jacob Walsh probably could play defensive end. Nishida back in. Cardinal know how good he is at running the bases. He's got 14 steals this year.
Riku Nishida, I think it'd be a good third down back.
Sure. Yeah.
Nobody's catching him.
Colby Shade 0 for 1 today. He homered yesterday. And he takes a breaking ball at the knees. 0-1. Walsh, though, did have a heck of a high school football career.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Another throw over. Back in. But now, like, how can you not say that Bryce Betcher is the best football player on the baseball team? I mean, he's on the football team.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to put anybody up there with Betcher when he's out there actually getting hit and hitting people.
Nishida's going. The 0-1 is in for a strike. Throw is high. Nishida's safe. 15th stolen base of the year. Riku Nishida with a steal. If you want power and reliability, you want a steal, find yours at steeldealers.com.
Well, now Nishida on second. Just get it in play if you're Colby Shade. See what happens.
Oh, 0-2. The freshman delivers, and it's a ground ball back up the middle. Diving stab by Bowser. Throw from his knees is up the line, and Shade is safe. Second baseman with a nice play to keep that in the infield, though. That's critical because if that goes into center field, I think Riku Nishida scores.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Okay, another inning where Oregon threatens. Can they scratch this time around? Double play ends the inning, but an extra base hit, it's 2-0. This is a big spot, Joey.
And the guy that you want up is your number 3 hitter, Drew Cowley. Stanford setting their defense with the first and third situation. Cardinal and the catcher Malcolm Moore given the sign. Drew Cowley hit that big home run yesterday. Felt like the decisive blast for the Ducks. Kind of put Stanford away with the way Stoffel was pitching. Bottom of the third here, runners at the corners. First pitch swinging, Cowley in the air to left, over the left fielder's head. Nishida scores, Ducks strike first, 1-0 Oregon in the bottom of the third. Cowley with a double, shade to third.
Well, he's just been driving in runs left and right. He's been hitting doubles all over the yard. 8 runs batted in his last 4 games. That one looked like Rios had a chance, but Cowley got just enough. That's a huge hit for Drew Cowley and potential for a big inning here.
Ducks do capitalize. And Sabine Ceballos takes a strike. Good to see the Ducks come through after getting runners to second and third with no outs in the second inning, and they came away with nothing. Able to get one here in the bottom of the third and threatening for a couple more. Pitch is bounced into Ceballos. 1-1. Ceballos hitting .333. He swings and hits a grounder. Backhand play by the shortstop. Throw to first is in time to get Ceballos. It's an RBI ground out as Colby Shade scores. Drew Cowley stays at second. Ceballos with a productive at bat, grounding it to the backhand of the shortstop Cobb, but Cobb does make a nice play to throw out Ceballos. 2-0 Oregon. Now Tanner Smith coming up. First pitch misses to Tanner Smith. Runner at second, 2 down, the 1-0. Smith hits it back up the middle, right where the shortstop Cobb was playing, and Cobb throws him out. Back-to-back groundouts to the shortstop, but Oregon does strike. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left aboard. A good third inning for the Ducks to plate 2 and take a 2-run lead to the 4th inning on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you thinking about buying medicine online? A search for online pharmacies yields more than 20 million results. But which ones can you trust? Medicines bought from unlicensed online pharmacies can be dangerous. You may get a fake drug, your condition may get worse, or you may experience a bad reaction. Don't put your health at risk. To learn how to find an online pharmacy that's safe and legal, visit fda.gov/BeSafeRx. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. With honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be shared with friends or family. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
This weekend series presented by Holland America Line, a proud partner of the Oregon Ducks. Visit hollandamerica.com or call your travel advisor to book your next cruise to Alaska and beyond. 2-0 Oregon as we head to the fourth. I'm Joey Mack, and here for play-by-play, Jordan Brenner.
Thank you, Joey. Good start for the Ducks. Striking first in the third. On to the fourth inning. Logan Mercado getting the ball back. 9 up, 9 down for Oregon's Saturday starter. 37 pitches into his outing. Now the second time through the order. Eddie Park is the hitter. And the first pitch is poured in for a strike. Good environment again here at PK Park, just like yesterday.
Oh, it's great.
And the 0-1. Here comes the kick and grounded over to second. Gavin Grant throws to Jacob Walsh. And Logan Mercado's red hot to start this game. 4 strikeouts already for Logan Mercado. And Carter Graham, the next hitter. Two nothing Ducks, 1 out in the top of the fourth. Logan Mercado's pitch is a slider to the outside edge, 0-1. Might have been the curveball.
Either way, it worked.
Backs up the 0-1. Bouncing the next one. A ball and a strike. What we saw from Jace Stoffel yesterday was, and this isn't hyperbolic, it was a historic thing in the history of Duck baseball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Graham. Mercado working slower this inning, and he missed just barely with 85 away, 2-1. The shutout was the first since April 28th, 2017. That's 2,177 days as Graham swings over the top of the 2-1 pitch. And, well, the reigning Pac-12 pitcher of the week, Jace Stoffel, unless somebody goes out and throws a no-hitter or something, I think
he's got a good shot.
It's his award.
Don't jinx it. Knock on the desk. Knock on wood. That wasn't a knock. That was like a slap. I need full-on.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 5th K already for Logan Mercado. How's this?
Make sure people can hear it. That was better.
I'm going to hit myself in the face going down all the way. 2 outs. Tommy Troy, the hitter. He popped out to Gavin Grant back in the first inning. Mercado deals a pitch up. It's 1-0. I thought it was interesting just looking at some of the names that have been Pac-12 pitcher of the week. Robbie Ahlstrom won it 3 times in 2021. David Peterson won it 3 times in 2017. Mercado to Troy, and he grounds it over to third. Ceballos gloves it and throws across the diamond for another 1-2-3 inning.
Man, great adjustment by Ceballos there even. That ball had some English on it, it looked like, but he played it like a pro.
The Cardinal retired in order. Bottom of the 4th inning after this. The Ducks 2, the Cardinal nothing on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear roads, trails, and rivers. Ready for some SUV action? Drive family adventures with the Highlander. Make a splash with the RAV4 or haul fun with a Sequoia. Check them at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Oregon fans, college baseball is back. Rally up your friends with a few cold, refreshing Dos Equis lagers to watch your team hit it out of the park on game day. Whether you're hanging out at the bar with your fellow Ducks or watching with a friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there to celebrate every strikeout. So grab a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Ducks. Dos Equis, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly.
Copyright 2023, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Dear Sharp Turns, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. Get a grip in the stylish Camry, the elegant Crown, the striking new Prius, or the sharp Corolla. Get to Toyota.com already. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to PK Park. It's the bottom of the fourth inning, and Oregon leads Stanford 2-0. The Ducks have outscored the Cardinals 6-0 in the series so far. Cardinal with 13 straight scoreless innings as an offense in this series. Wow. Jacob Walsh leads it off, Josiah Cromwell on deck, and Bryce Betcher in the hole.
Oh, and I was thinking about this coming into the weekend series. You know, they had a tough Monday-Tuesday series.
Jacob Walsh right on the off-speed pitch, and he fouls it back.
So they went to Oklahoma for a Thursday through Sunday. They won the first game 23-11. They lost the second 2-0, and then the third 5-6 or 6-5, and then they won to split 16-5.
Jacob Walsh hits one in the air to left. This one is carrying out, and he's homered in back-to-back games. Jacob Walsh has hit his 10th home run of the season and his 7th in his last 14 games. The other way in the fourth, and the Ducks grab a 3-0 lead.
It just kept going. Felt like off his bat he might have gotten under it. And how special is that? On Jackie Robinson Day, he has the honor to wear number 42, and he hits a home run.
That's cool. Josiah Cromwell takes 76 over the plate. It's 0-1 to the Ducks catcher. On the ground outside of third.
Oh, nice play anyway.
Yeah, it was a good sliding stop by Troy. It's 0-2 to Cromwell. And I think it's worth mentioning that he was on the receiving end of the complete game shutout yesterday, and now catching second straight game. 0-2. And her half, it missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Josiah Cromwell.
The point I was making about they go on that long road trip to Oklahoma. They split the 4-game series. Then they've got the rivalry series at Cal.
1-2, knee high, and a strike. That's a backwards K for Matt Scott, and he picks up his second strikeout for the first out of the fourth.
That series was relatively one-sided. Stanford, playing a short week because it was Easter, won 8-7, 18-8, and then 5-3. But then they played Texas Tech, number 21 Texas Tech, on Monday and Tuesday at home.
Bryce Betcher sees a strike, 0-1.
Monday, the Cardinal won 6-4, but on Tuesday, it was 11-2. Texas Tech got him a little bit.
Betcher takes the next one, low and away, 1-1.
And other than that game on Stanford's schedule, there just hasn't been very many decisive losses, really.
A ball and a strike, Scott to Betcher. The other way on the ground, hit pretty well into the glove of Bowser, and he throws to Graham, and there are 2 outs in the fourth inning.
So I kind of wondered, honestly, just how that would impact Stanford. You know, coming off an 11-2 loss. I don't know. I don't know that it's made a huge difference. I thought it was just a great baseball game last night. But, you know, offensively, this is the team that probably as an entire group from top to bottom might be the best in the Pac-12.
Gavin Grant takes a breaking pitch, low and away.
But Oregon has done well against this offense so far.
1-0 to Grant. Pulls a bunt back. It's a strike, 1-1.
The Cardinal entered the week first in the Pac-12 with 262 runs and a .934 team OPS.
1-1. Hits a foul ball, a ball and 2 strikes. Grant will try to stay alive now after grounding out in the third.
And let's not forget, too, Oregon's offense has answered the call. The Ducks have gotten some runs against a couple really good starting pitchers.
Grant takes strike 3. The leadoff home run for Jacob Walsh. The Ducks retired in order after that. A run, a hit, nobody left, and Oregon leads it 3-0 after 4 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Meet Ed, movie buff, animal lover, safe driver.
5 years of driving an ambulance teaches you a thing or two. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. When I see a car trying to rush past a turning bus, I get concerned. You see, when big vehicles turn right, they have to swing wide to make the turn. And that's a lesson you don't want to learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait.
It's our roads. It's our safety. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Time now for the top of the 5th inning, and Oregon leads Stanford 3-0. 4 straight zeros for Logan Mercado. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Cardinal. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Ducks. The Cardinal leading off Braden Montgomery, the talented right fielder. The catcher Malcolm Moore on deck, and Drew Bowser, the second baseman, is in the hole. And Logan Mercado, as sharp as he's been all season so far on a Saturday afternoon at PK Park. An overshift against Montgomery, and the pitch from Mercado hits the outside corner for a called strike.
I think that's where you want to live against Montgomery. Smith is playing deep and shaded toward the line and left. You can live on that outside corner.
Takes another pitch, a strike again, hitting the outer part of the plate. He's had, like Jay Stoffel, the off-speed working today. He's throwing it for strikes. He's also throwing it for strike 3. And he already has 5 Ks, and Montgomery stays alive, hitting a ground ball right of first. It'll still be 0-2. This is now a prolonged stretch for the Oregon starting staff, giving the Ducks more length than they've been accustomed to the last 2 seasons. 2 strikes, a little bit away. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Mercado and Montgomery matching up here in the 5th. And he hits a line drive into right center. Colby Shade and Bryce Betcher can't get there, and it takes a hop over the wall. It'll be a double for Montgomery. And if Shade and Betcher can't get there, well,
no one's going to get there.
That's right.
First hit.
It's a leadoff double in the 5th inning. The Cardinal yesterday picked up their first hit in the 1st and then didn't get another hit until the 5th inning.
Yeah. So now the question for Mercado is, how does he respond? I personally like the fact that Mercado is one of those guys that always goes from the stretch, doesn't really change it. Yeah, you got to pay attention to the runner, but your motion doesn't change. I'm a fan of that.
Oh, that's why he was so good at keeping runners from scoring, the inherited runners last year.
Yeah.
Foul off by Moore. It's 0-1 to the Stanford catcher. So Logan Mercado, I mean, the pitch count's in good shape. Unless Stanford really gets something going, you figure he's going to be in this game for a little while.
Especially with a 3-run lead. The offense has helped out.
0-1. Here it comes. And it's a fly ball to left. Over to his right. Tanner Smith now back towards center. Makes the catch for out number 1. But the last 6 or 7 games, Oregon's staff, more often than not, has pitched into the late innings. The starters have averaged 5 2/3 innings of work the last 6 games, which for a staff that's generally thought of as inexperienced, boy, that's a really good stat. Here's Drew Bowser, the right-handed hitting second baseman, 278 on the season, takes the slider, outer part of the plate, and it's 0-1.
That is a good number. I think now the next step is, can you average a quality start? That's when you know you've got an above-average, good, elite. That's how you take that step toward elite, when you can average a quality start.
The one-strike pitch is a jammed pop-up out of play into the seats.
Oh. Few people had a shot at that one. E10.
Be cool if Dan Lanning got a foul ball. I think he's in prime territory, right on the edge of that suite.
That could be a hot shot foul ball right at the edge of the suites, yeah.
Bowser the hitter. It's 0-2. Montgomery on second. And Mercado's pitch is poked the other way, foul.
Am I allowed to give errors to fans? Like, what's your feeling on that? If I say E10, am I just being insulting? Because, like, they're not here to make a play. They're here to enjoy the game.
I say no errors for fans. Yes, errors for base coaches.
You can go E10 for a base coach?
Yeah, exactly. Snap throw back to second. Montgomery with a dive back into the bag on the pickoff attempt.
Okay. I can revise my feelings.
In a road ballpark, have you ever made a catch?
No. Never have.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a half dozen punch-outs for Logan Mercado.
I came close at Washington State once, and I almost died at Arizona State.
Well, in basketball, when you're courtside.
I've caught quite a few basketballs, yeah.
I've caught a basketball, too.
The key is if you can catch a basketball and continue on the broadcast as if nothing happened. I've been able to do that now in my,
Yeah, it's like you've been there, done that. No need to get too excited. Flips in the off speed and miss low and away to Rios.
Well, what are you going to do? Do play-by-play of you catching the ball? Nobody cares.
Wow, you're throwing some shade at some other broadcasters who have definitely done that before. That's like a broadcaster thing. Oh, and the broadcaster makes the catch.
That's just very meta.
That's low, 2-0. All I'm saying is, I'm not even going to state my stance because what you just said is pretty controversial.
Well,
I think it is.
People want to hear play-by-play of the game, not the broadcaster made the catch on the ball courtside here back to it. So.
Oh, Kelly's got a shot on me. Snap throw to second, and the pickoff is unsuccessful.
Kelly's always looking. That's why I leaned the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-0 to Rios. And he fouls it back. 2-1. Oregon with a 3-0 lead, 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. I feel like I should be putting on more of a show when I'm on camera.
Yeah, it's different.
2-1 is low and blocked by Josiah Cromwick.
Anyway, I'm being, somewhat facetious and difficult, but yeah, I feel like there are some great moments where the broadcaster makes the catch and the broadcast just continues. Those are my favorites,
3-1 pitch. Rios with a line shot into center. Coming on Colby Shady, hit it a little bit too well. And the center fielder for the Ducks makes the catch. The leadoff double is all Stanford gets in the away half of the 5th. He's stranded on second, and the Ducks lead by 3 after 4.5 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has been the credit union serving the University of Oregon community. With remarkable checking, My OCCU mobile banking, and nationwide ATM access. If you're a duck, you belong at OCCU, where you'll find fewer fees, higher savings rates, and lower rates on loans. And lots of fellow Duck fans. Go Ducks. Join OCCU. Learn more at myoccu.org/remarkable.
So, are you free this Friday?
Well, I have to call my health plan on Friday, and you know how that will go. Ugh, an endless loop of pressing buttons trying to get a person on the line.
You're not with Pacific Source Health Plans? They always answer my calls with a real person, not an automated phone tree.
Wow, that would free up a lot of time.
To go out with me?
Let me get a Pacific Source Health plan first. Then, maybe.
Going beyond what's required to put members first. Visit PacificSourceMembersFirst.com.
Welcome back to PK Park. Oregon leading Stanford 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's Coach Lanning if you're watching on the Quack video stream. Give the coach some time off, you know. I'm glad that he's able to take a few hours here at PK Park.
I'm 90% sure he's incognito, but I think that's Casey Martin, Oregon men's golf head coach that he's sitting and chatting with. Those are two guys trading secrets across sports right now.
Very cool. Top of the order for the Ducks in the last of the 5th. Nishida did go around, according to our home plate umpire, Mark Buchanan. Nishida, boy, he made an impact in the 3rd inning. Shows and pulls back a bunt on 92 outside, 1-1.
All right, I have to ask. So this was a situation. John Mitchell and I have had a lot of discussions about this. Have you heard the one rule that John Mitchell would change in baseball?
I haven't. Nishida with a fly ball to center. Back goes Park in the left center gap. Under it to make the catch.
So on that, 2 pitches ago, Nishida pulled back and the catcher dropped the ball, rolled away from it. John Mitchell thinks that you should be allowed to steal first base. So like...
So the 2-strike rule on any pitch.
Yeah, but you don't have to swing and miss at it. It could just be it gets away from the catcher. You try to steal first base.
Here's Colby Shade. He takes a strike with a dog barking in the background. Home 1.
I think it would be a great rule. As a former catcher, I would hate it.
And the 0-1, low and in, 1-1. I think it
would make it exciting.
Sure, on the other side, hard to implement when you're not playing baseball at the highest level.
Yeah, fair.
1-1. Up and outside, 2-1.
But I'm not talking about that. There are different rules in Little League than there are in college. You can't lead off. It could be done. There are changes as you get older.
It's an interesting idea. A ground ball to the shortstop. Cobb throws high. Colby Shade almost beat it out. There are 2 outs. You know what? I appreciate the innovative entrepreneurial mindset.
Okay. That's it.
I'm not an investor in that idea. I have to be honest.
John's the equipment manager for Duck Baseball, and he and I have had a lot of conversations at practice about things like this.
That's a good road trip conversation. Yeah. Drew Cali takes a pitch off the plate, 1-0.
John has also seen baseball a lot of different levels. I mean, he's worked around baseball.
That one skipped in. 2 balls, no strikes.
So he knows, what would make it fun. I just think it would make it exciting. And for guys like Riku Nishida, because to me, there's so much focus on the power. There's John. There next to the boss man, Rob Mullins. If you're watching on the Quack video stream.
2-0 to Cali. He rips one on the ground off of the railing.
Glad the railing's there. Yeah, I mean, I just think there's so much focus on power now. That would be an advantage for a guy like Riku Nishida.
Low, it's 3-1. Hey, I'll give you this. I think it would be pretty awesome. Pitch goes to the backstop against Riku Nishida. An inside the park home run on a ball.
Sure.
Why not? A Little League throw up the line. Drew Cali now in a 3-2 count after that foul off.
Nice play by the umpire.
That was a nice play.
Good job, Scott Latendre. Love that.
Ducks by 3, 2 outs in the 5th. Payoff pitch Drew Calley with a line drive down the right field line. Montgomery's got a great arm. Feels it off of a carom. And even with that great throw, Drew Calley is into second with a stand-up double. That's his second double of the game.
Ducks have at least one hit in every inning but the first. They've kept the pressure on.
Using the whole yard today. 2-out hit for Drew Calley. And Sabine Ceballos, a chance to pick up his second run batted into the game. He went 0 for 4 yesterday, and he's 1 for 2 today. And the pitch is hit a mile high to left. Look at this one go out of here. Moonshot. Sabine Ceballos has knocked in 3. His 8th of the season gives Oregon a 5-0 lead in the 5th. And did we get a shot of that bat flip as well?
That really was a mile high. He knew it.
All Oregon on Saturday. They have the number 7 team on the ropes, looking for a series win. And Tanner Smith swinging hard, comes up empty, and it's 0-1. Give me number 3 and 4 in the Oregon order, wave and a miss at the 0-1, over most 3 and 4s in any order.
Well, especially lately. Right, they've been on a tear the last few weeks.
0-2, Tanner Smith gets underneath it. It's a pop-up into right. Montgomery coming in to make the catch to retire the side. But Oregon, 2-out hitting in the 5th, the story. 2 runs on 2 hits, and nobody left on base. 5-0 Ducks on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
I found hope in the midst of an overwhelming situation.
Alcoholism is a disease that can affect any family. Everyone suffers, but there is help and hope at Al-Anon Family Groups.
Al-Anon gave me my life back. I'm a better father and husband.
Are you in an overwhelming situation because of someone else's drinking? Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Local and virtual meetings are available. Maybe one could work for you. Call 1-866-200-0033 or visit alanon.org/hope.
On to the 6th inning, and the Ducks up 5-0 over Stanford. Dutch Bros Coffee is on your team and is proud to be the exclusive coffee provider for your University of Oregon Ducks. Download the Dutch Bros app today for exclusive offers and rewards, and go Ducks.
I'm going tomorrow.
Dutch Bros?
Oh, yeah.
Already planned it?
Oh, yeah. 7 a.m. with Mark Wazakowski, Dutch Bros.
You're going to meet Waz at Dutch Bros?
No, I meet him here.
I see.
Actually, we've been meeting in his office in the Cas lately, and that seemed to work, so we're sticking with that.
Yeah, I can't change if it's working. Hinkelman sees one pitch to start off the 6th and grounds it over to Grant, who throws to first for the out.
He swung at the first pitch and his at bat in the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, too.
So Mercado started off the game by retiring 12 in a row, and since that double from Montgomery, he's now retired 4 straight.
You know, Stanford swung at the first pitch a lot against Stoffel and Mercado. I think to revise our keys to the game, I think a really good first pitch is important against this team.
Owen Cobb shows, pulls back, 90 on the corner, 0-1. Yeah, it's an offense that has been searching so far this weekend, and certainly good pitching's a big part of that, as the 81-mile-an-hour pitch misses away, 1-1. But this is an offense that is Omaha tested.
Yeah.
And you expect them to fight back at some point.
Back-to-back College World Series appearances.
But really, I think it just says a lot about how good Stoffel and Mercado have been. Outside, 2-1.
He's still hitting 90 here in the 6th.
Yeah, pitch count's low, too. 66 tosses for Mercado. 2 balls and a strike. Cobb takes a pitch low and away, 3-1. And, well, I thought it was interesting. Mark Wasikowski said that's what it looks like. That was his comment on Jay Stoffel's complete gamer yesterday. 3-1 to Cobb with 1 out and the base is empty. And that's the first walk given up by Logan Mercado on a pitch slightly away.
And to the 9-hitter, that's one he'd like back.
But Jay Stoffel's outing serves as an example of what it looks like for the rest of the pitching staff. And isn't it interesting that Logan Mercado's really sharp the next day? I think he's matched Jay Stoffel's competitiveness from yesterday.
Yeah, you're right. I talked to Waz about that. Like there has been a pattern with how good Stoffel's been, but the rest of the pitching staff certainly trying to channel that.
Eddie Park, that is a great sinking fastball that Park wanted no part of. 0-1.
And it's easy for us to sit here and say, oh, well, just do what Stoffel did, right? It's much harder to do that. But I think that the momentum that it builds is so valuable.
0-1 ground ball through the right side with Grant playing up the middle. Rounding second, Cobb to third. Betcher's throw is good and not good enough, though. Pulls Ceballos off the bag a bit, and it's a single. And the Cardinal are cornering the Ducks in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, big spot now, runners at the corners, but with them at the corners, a double play can still end the inning, and I think that's the assignment here for Mercado. Try to keep it down. Cromwell's going to go out and chat with him with runners at the corners. Infield will come in to talk about it.
Action brewing in the Duck bullpen. Well, like we just said, this offense isn't just going to go away. And they have Graham, Troy, and Montgomery, 3 of their best, the next 3 up. Hey, Duck fans, baseball season has started, but ski season is still going strong. Go to hoodoo.com for rates, events, deals, and more. Hoodoo, the mountain in your backyard. You ever been to Hoodoo in the summertime?
I can't say that I have, actually. Oddly enough.
Whole summer's coming up.
That's right. I'm coachable.
Yeah. I wanted the scouting report on summer Hoodoo. Base hit through the right side on the bat of Graham. The Cardinal have scored their first run of the series. Betcher's throw to third. Cut off Ceballos, trying to stretch it. Graham is caught at second. Good defensive execution for the Ducks. Graham picks up the RBI, but he also hands out number 1 to Logan Mercado, trying to stretch a single into 2 bags. On the play, Park gets to third. He's the lone runner aboard now with 1 out in the 6th inning. 5-1 the score. It's a big out to get, as you want to keep Stanford at 1 or 2 in this inning and prevent the crooked number. Troy is 0 for 2. Mercado starts him off with 78 high. It's a strike, and it's 0-1. Oregon.
I was just going to say, great job by Ceballos. I mean, just again, he saw that he wasn't going to get the runner at third, so what does he do? He runs toward the ball. He gets his momentum going toward the ball that's in the air to throw it to second.
Tommy Troy a little bit late on a fastball, 0-2.
Also breaking news. Tommy Troy came into the weekend hitting .420, now .396. It's amazing when your average is that high and you have like just a couple days without a hit and your average just goes. Shoo.
That's what an 0 for 6 will do to you.
That's wild.
Math, huh?
Math.
0-2. A diving fly ball in right stays up for Bryce Betcher. And that's the third out of the inning. And
good response.
The Cardinal get a run in the frame on 2 hits, and they leave a runner on base. 5-1 Ducks. Bottom of the 6th after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
All right, Pepsi-loving football fans, it's time we had a lesson in trash talk. And I'm not talking about that stuff that happens on the field. What I'm talking about is trash, and it's the only thing that belongs in your garbage can. Now, recycling might not be as thrilling as converting a 4th and long, but next time you're thinking about throwing that Pepsi Zero Sugar bottle away, just cap it back up and pretend you're down by 6 with the recycling bin wide open. Know the difference? Make a difference. Be a team player and recycle. Visit PepsiTrashTalk.com to learn more. It's time to bring the big game to your backyard. With battery power made by Steel. Our AK Homeowner System battery tools start at just $199.99. Find yours at over 10,000 local dealers. Steel is a proud supporter of your Oregon Ducks. Real Steel. Find yours. All prices S&W SRP.
Back for the bottom of the 6th inning. This weekend series between the Ducks and the Cardinal, brought to you by Holland America Line, a proud partner of the Oregon Ducks. Visit hollandamerica.com or call your travel advisor to book your next cruise to Alaska and beyond.
Pretty cool at PK Park. They just showed Thor, who is a member of the University of Oregon Police Department. He is the Explosive Detection Canine. And he might be the student-athlete's favorite dog on campus.
That's a cooler job title than what and me have.
No doubt.
Outside, what a note to Jacob Walsh.
He is a awesome dog, and the UOPD officers that are always with him, he is famous on campus. That was cool. I'm glad we got to do that. That was a cool acknowledgement for Thor.
Matt Scott bounces the next pitch to Jacob Walsh, 2-0. Scott still the starter for Stanford. 5 innings in, 7 hits allowed, 5 earned runs allowed. He's given up 2 blasts to the Ducks. 2-0. Outside to Walsh, 3-0. Walsh got him with his 10th home run back in the 4th inning. 3-0. No green light for Walsh. Takes 91 for a strike.
It's a good take.
Jacob Walsh in the air to left. Does it have enough? Multiple home run game for Jacob Walsh. This ballpark is too small for him. The 11th for Jacob Walsh. 6-1 Ducks. Home runs and back-to-back at-bats. Now Josiah Cromwell gets underneath this one. It's in left. Coming in Rios near the line. Spots it, makes the catch. First out of the bottom of the 6th inning. 8 home runs for Jacob Walsh in 14 games. And for perspective, he only had 6 home runs last year. Home run number 17 for Jacob Walsh's career. Bouncing ball left of third from Bryce Betcher. Inside, Bryce Betcher hit by his 4th pitch of the week. His first of the game. It's a 1-out hit by pitch. He's a magnet right now.
He's Aaron Payne. What is it right now?
Umpires are going to meet. I wonder if they think
Moore is asking, saying, hey, he leaned into it. He didn't try to get out of the way. Again, he's in the batter's box. If it's called the batter's box, why should he have to move out of the way?
To me, he clearly didn't lean into that one. I think if anything,
he tried his shoulder to get his head out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the call. I will continue to fight for that. If you're in the yes, if you lean in over the plate, no, don't do that. That belongs to the pitcher. But if you are in the batter's box, you shouldn't have to try to get out of the way. If you're a pitcher and you throw it in the batter's box, if you hit a guy, that's your fault.
Oh, Gavin Grant hit by a pitch in the helmet, and he sprints to first. Back-to-back errant pitches from Scott.
Glad Gavin's okay.
Wow.
Those are scary, and I'm glad he's okay. Sprinted down there right away.
Mark Wasikowski is going to go talk to Gavin Grant, make sure he's all right. And Matt Scott is going to get a visit from the dugout and the entire infield.
Gavin did the right thing. He spun out of the way, and it hit the bill of his helmet, it looks like.
Wow, that hit the
face protector, I think.
That's why it's there.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of the day for Matt Scott. Hits 2 in a row. He's given up a home run in this inning. The Ducks with 6 runs off of Matt Scott. That's the most he's ever given up in college. Oregon 6, Stanford 1. Pitching change coming up, brought to you by Toyota. We're coming back to PK Park after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Medicaid and CHIP offer free or low-cost health coverage for children and teens. Hospital and doctor visits, prescriptions, shots, and more are covered. That's peace of mind for parents if a child is sick or gets injured. And parents may now be eligible for Medicaid too, even if they've applied in the past. Enrollment is always open. Visit InsureKidsNow.gov or call 1-877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The United States Deputy Sheriff's Association is a national nonprofit and the largest non-governmental provider of services to law enforcement. The USDSA assists city, county, state, and federal agencies with free safety equipment donations and officer survival training, along with cash donations to families of law enforcement officers who perish in the line of duty, college scholarships for the children of law enforcement, a citizen awareness program, and more. For more information on the USDSA and how you can help, visit usdeputy.org.
Back at PK Park, bottom of the 6th inning, Oregon leading Stanford 6-1. They want more here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, the starter, Matt Scott, gave up a career-high 6 runs today, and he's on the hook for a couple more because he hit Bryce Betcher by a pitch. Then he hit Gavin Grant in the helmet. So the Ducks have 2 on and 1 out. And it's our very first Toyota pitching change of the weekend. And coming in is number 25 for Stanford, Nick Dugan. And, well, got to apologize to our friends at Toyota. They get more run than they have this weekend usually.
Toyota, let's go places. Toyota, let's go places. Toyota, let's go.
There you go.
Nick Dugan, 6 feet, 198-pound right-handed freshman from Eureka, California. Dugan, so far this season, a 9.67 earned run average, no record in 11 appearances. He has started 5 games. 22 1/3 innings pitched, 35 hits, 29 runs. 24 of those have been earned. He's walked 15, struck out 24, and opponents are hitting .361 against the right-hander Nick Dugan. Matt Scott is currently on the hook for his first collegiate loss.
Right.
That's how good the freshman has been this year. And, I want to say, I was making the point about if you get hit and you're in the batter's box, I just feel that rule is you shouldn't have to try to move out of the way. I think that you own the batter's box. That's my feeling if you're the hitter. And I think that I made the point at the wrong time when that was a scary moment that Gavin Grant got hit there. I'm glad Gavin's okay.
And Riku Nishida, the hitter, 2 on, 1 away. And Nishida checks his swing. First pitch fastball, 0-1. Oregon with plenty of speed on the base paths right now. Bryce Betcher on second, Gavin Grant on first. You'd like to get as many as you possibly can. Ducks going for the series win today against Stanford. 1 strike pitch to Nishida. Puts a bunt down left side. Tommy Troy fields it. Sidearms to first, and the sacrifice absolutely perfect for Riku Nishida. Can't put down a better bunt than that, in my opinion.
No, you can't. That was well done. And Nishida, he still almost beats it out, even though it was really a sacrifice, you know?
Colby Shade will try and bring him around. He's 1 for 3 in this game. He hit his 3rd home run of the season yesterday. Betcher on 3rd, Grant on 2nd. Dugan from the extreme right-hand side of the rubber flips in the off-speed to get ahead. The home run for Colby Shade was his first since the 5th of March against San Diego. And he homered in back-to-back games the last time he did homer. And he hits this one off the end of the bat out of play. 0-2. Homered on the 4th and the 5th. So here's to history repeating itself. And a 2-strike hole now. Dugan to Shade. Shade rips it inside the Cardinal dugout. It's a foul ball. 0-2. Oregon has scored in 4 straight innings, looking for more in the 6th. 0-2. And he strikes out swinging. Dugan gets Shade with an off-speed pitch away. Oregon homers their only hit in the inning. It's the only run they get in the inning, but they leave 2 runners on base. After 6, Oregon 6 and Stanford 1 here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Oregon fans, college baseball is back. Rally up your friends with a few cold, refreshing Dos Equis lagers to watch your team hit it out of the park on game day. Whether you're hanging out at the bar with your fellow Ducks or watching with a friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there to celebrate every strikeout. So grab a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Ducks! Dos Equis, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly.
Copyright 2023, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Attention Duck fans, you're invited to the biggest party of the century. Celebrate 150 years at sea with Holland America Line, a proud partner of the Oregon Ducks. Discover stunning wildlife, majestic landscapes, and the freshest seafood curated by a team of culinary masters. Or relax and unwind while experiencing the best that travel has to offer. Whether you want to explore exotic destinations or simply enjoy a relaxing day at sea, we've got you covered. Visit hollandamerica.com or call your travel advisor today to book your next adventure. Enjoy the time of your life, time and time again.
Oregon with a 6-1 lead after 6. Joey, play-by-play of the 7th.
Thank you, Jordan. Bark in the park, and Alex Stimson has just completely reset the bar for how we do commercial breaks, and he asked for videos and submissions. So what do? I give videos and submissions. Yeah, my dog Henry is a great dog. Might love my son Jordy more than anybody. Yeah, it's true. Braden Montgomery takes a first pitch strike. Logan Mercado is back out there. The final numbers for Matt Scott: 5 1/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned for the excellent freshman for Stanford. Next pitch to Montgomery is swung on and missed by Mercado, and it's 0-2. So 5 1/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Mercado has beaten him so far, and Montgomery hits this one in the air toward right center. Betcher a few steps over, he makes the catch in the gap. F9 in the scorebook for Montgomery. Malcolm Moore, the catcher, coming up. He's got a couple of flyouts on his ledger so far. Top of the 7th, Oregon 6, Stanford 1. On Bark in the Park Day. For real, though, shout out to Alex Stimpson. That was a lot of work to put together all these cards of everybody, having a little fun on Bark in the Park for the players, the coaches, the staff. Mercado delivers high and away. A .323 hitter, Malcolm Moore. 1 ball and no strikes. (1-0). That one's outside. 2-0 now to Moore. Ducks in the 7th have Cowley, Ceballos, and Smith due up. With a 5-run lead, Mercado still working, but some activity in the bullpen now. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit in the air, playable, center field, shade a few steps toward left center. He makes the catch. Drew Bowser set to hit next. Bowser, a .275 hitter. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Mercado thus far. The delivery. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. Foul territory. Ceballos, the third baseman, in the coaching box. He makes the catch. Efficiency from Logan Mercado. A 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. Heading to the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Ducks lead 6-1 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
Or your teen's music taste.
For dinners where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Time to stretch at PK Park. Ducks in front 6-1. Crowd so far has enjoyed what they've seen. Ducks with 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 5 runners left on base. Stanford 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. For the Ducks, it's Drew Cowley, Speen Ceballos, and Tanner Smith, 3-4-5, looking for even more insurance. Really, the pitching has been excellent, and the long ball has been the difference maker for the Ducks in both of these games against the Cardinal. Against a Stanford pitching staff that doesn't make a lot of mistakes, if you can punish the few mistakes by hitting them over the fence, you can really change the game. Drew Cowley looks at a strike, 0-1, and I mean, you know, that's baseball analytics these days, right? If you can score a run with 1 swing, that's better than having to score a run with 2 or 3 swings. Cowley takes downstairs 1-1.
Well, when Jacob Walsh won Pac-12 Player of the Week, with his weekend down in Arizona, he hit 3 home runs in that series. He already has 3 in this series with still another game to play.
Drew Cowley checks his swing on a pitch up and away, 2-1. Cowley takes another one upstairs, lays off this time. Doesn't even have to check his swing, and it's 3-1. Swings and hits it out of play to the left. I thought Cowley's at bat in the 5th inning was a critical one because he got to 3-1. He saw pitches, eventually hit one through the right side. That led to Sabine Ceballos coming up with 2 outs. And when you can extend an inning, good things tend to happen. 3-2, he lasers it down the right side, and it's foul. Still 3-2. The Ducks shortstop is 2 for 3 today. He hits the payoff out of play. Back into the left. Still 3-2. It's the bottom third of the order for the Cardinal in the 8th. So the top 3 hitters are going to come up at least one more time. Payoff breaking ball. Cowley lets this one go by, and he goes down looking. Dugan strikes him out. Sabine Ceballos. Takes a fastball, little check swing. And he looks at another one up high. Dugan working with some tempo. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ceballos continuing to put together an all Pac-12 caliber season with his slash lines. Hits the 1-1 back to the net. If it wasn't for that netting, might have hit Jordan Brenner in the teeth. You would have made the catch. Or a dog would have jumped from the suites and caught the ball.
That would have been a Sports Center play.
Good dog. 1-2. Ceballos shortens up again and again singles to center field. That's his 3rd hit.
Again, the 2-strike approach for him is
really good.
Every single at-bat today he's done something productive. 3 hits, and the only time he was retired, it was an RBI ground out. His second 2-strike hit of the game.
Tanner Smith next. Bottom of the 7th. Ducks ahead by 5. Stanford in town. It's game 2. Smith hits it in the air. Left field toward the line, giving chase. Rios camming the play. It bounced in fair territory. Ceballos will hold up at 3rd. Smith with another double. A long run for Rios. He couldn't track it down. It bounced in fair territory, then rolled past him. Smith has a double. That makes up for a laser of a line drive that was caught by somebody against Smith once upon a time. A bloop double. That's the 61st double of Tanner's career. 2 in scoring position for Walsh, and he's had himself a day. He's 2 for 3. And he swings at the first pitch and chops it toward the right side. It will score a run. First baseman goes to the bag himself. Graham gets there ahead of Walsh. It's an RBI ground out. Ceballos scores. Smith to third. Ducks lead 7-1. Any way you can, I guess.
Another RBI for Jacob Walsh that we can put on the list of accomplishments this weekend when he's up for Pac-12 Player of the Week.
That's right. He won it in Arizona. And Drew Cowley that weekend won the National Shortstop of the Year award. Or of the Week award, I should say. He might win National Shortstop of the Year. We'll see. Runner at third for Cromwick. He swings and fouls the pitch back. 0-1. Ducks ahead 7-1 in the bottom of the 7th. They just keep adding more. 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. Oh, and 1 coming up to Cromwick. Fastball at 90 on the outside corner, 0-2. Got to shorten up now. The runner at third and 2 gone. The 0-2 delivery. Cromwick hits a chopper toward the left side. Off balance throw. Cromwick beats it out. Cobb on that slow chopper had to hurry, and Cromwick was able to leg it out. Ducks add another run to make it 8-1 in favor of Oregon in the bottom of the 7th. Infield RBI knock for Josiah Cromwick. That was a tough play.
Well, it's been a few in a row. The dunked double, a little chopped RBI single, and now another infield single.
Yeah, that's one where I think Tommy Troy has a better shot to make that throw with Bryce Betcher taking outside, but it was the shortstop Cobb who got there first, so his momentum was taking him away from first base, and I think that helped Cromwick beat it out. Ducks with some hustle plays here. Bryce Betcher takes a 1-0. It's a strike, 1-1. Betcher has grounded out twice, and he got hit by a pitch in the 6th. Was later stranded at third base. 1-1. Betcher takes up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Betcher hitting 8th in the order. Grant in the on-deck circle. Throw over, sends the runner back. Around Pac-12 baseball today, after last night's games, Washington beat Arizona State, which helps Oregon catch both the Cardinal and the Sun Devils atop the standings as we sit here April 15th. Betcher swings through the 2-1, making it 2-2. Washington beat ASU 8-3 yesterday. Wazoo over Arizona 6-3. Cal beat Utah 3-2 in a battle of the basement. UCLA edged UC Davis 3-2. 2-2 pitch, runners going. Betcher fouls it off. Cromwick would have had that stolen, I think. Oregon State beat USC 10-4. That was yesterday. Today, at the latest score check, Cal, Utah. It's 11-10 Utah in the bottom of the 7th. Whew. Some runs are being scored in Salt Lake City. See if Cromwick goes again with 2 outs. He doesn't. 2-2. Betcher hits it in the air. Right side. And caught by the backing up second baseman. Betcher is retired, but the Ducks dink and dunk their way to a couple more runs. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And 1 runner left aboard. It's 8-1 Ducks as we head to the 8th. Logan Mercado is back to work on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has been the credit union serving the University of Oregon community. With remarkable checking, My OCCU mobile banking, and nationwide ATM access. If you're a duck, you belong at OCCU, where you'll find fewer fees, higher savings rates, and lower rates on loans. And lots of fellow Duck fans. Go Ducks. Join OCCU. Learn more at myoccu.org/remarkable.
At Mountain Dew, we believe you shouldn't take everything so seriously. Like not being able to keep up with all the latest internet memes, not serious. Not being able to log into your crypto account, serious. Not being able to remember your partner's favorite color, kinda serious. Not being able to remember your partner's eye color, very serious. Making sure you have plenty of Mountain Dew around when you're having a good time, serious. Borrowing a Mountain Dew from your friend, not serious. Borrowing one every day, that might be getting serious. Mountain Dew, the only thing we take seriously is to do the Dew.
To the 8th inning we go. Logan Mercado back to the hill. Ducks lead 8-1, and back to play-by-play, Jordan Brenner.
Thank you, Joey. Great day at the yard. Oregon didn't score in the first or the second, but since then, listen to this. 2 runs, 1 run, 2 runs, 1 run, 2 runs to grow an 8-1 lead against a top 10 Cardinal team. Oregon sent a message yesterday and backing it up today. The second straight day starter lasts into the 8th inning. Now, Logan Mercado has only thrown 81 pitches, and in this inning gets 7, 8, 9 for the Cardinal. Slider, that's a strike. 0-1. He's retired 4 in a row. He's only given up 3 hits today. 0-1 to Rios. And Mercado kicks and deals a line drive base hit to center. And the Cardinal pick up a hit here in the 8th inning. They have a lot of work to do against Mercado. Next up is Cole Hinkleman. Duck Baseball brought to you by Safeway. Visit Safeway, your official grocer of the Oregon Ducks, for all your pregame favorites. Hinkleman with a strikeout and a ground out in this game. With a runner on, Mercado sets at the belt, has his sign, and deals. A little chopping ground ball right side. Grant looked at second, didn't have a play there, so just a throw to first for the 4-3 out, and it moves Rios into scoring position. Cardinal going to bring up a pinch hitter. Off the bench to swing the bat is number 5, Haskins. It's Trevor Haskins, the 6-foot, 180-pound infielder. 1 away in the top of the 8th. Pitch away, and 1-0. Well, Oregon is pitching their butts off this series.
Yeah. Against
one of the better offenses that they'll see all year. Well, 1-0 pitch is flipped in for a strike.
Well, and an experienced offense, too. You know, that's what sticks out to me, is that this is a squad, for the most part, that's seen Oregon. Right? They saw Mercado last year. They saw Stoffel. Did they see Stoffel? No, they didn't.
1-1 is blocked by Cromwell.
Yeah, because Jace was hurt still early in the season.
Right. That was the first conference series last year.
I stand corrected.
Mercado, well, he went 2 scoreless, walked 2, gave up 2 hits. And to come back against the same team and look like this, talk about growth for a player. 2-1 is lined the other way off the net. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, I mean, he had so much success last year. It was rare that he really wasn't successful a year ago. Oh, great work by the bat boy. That's next level hustle.
2 balls and 2 strikes against Trevor Haskins. 8-1 Oregon, 1 out. Here it comes. A little bit low. fills up the count.
UCLA is not edging UC Davis today. It's 8-1. Washington is losing to ASU right now, 6-4. Oregon State and USC are tied. Arizona and Washington State are tied early.
3-2. Here's a fly ball down the line of right. Bryce Betcher makes the catch. The runner tags. Betcher! What a throw. Not quite in time, but he gets it from the corner and right to third on a fly. Former high school quarterback, and you can see why.
Ceballos faked that so well. The runner, Rios, didn't even slide. I'm impressed. Betcher makes the catch, and yeah, on a fly. Look at Ceballos. He tried to deke him. Almost got him.
Eddie Park with a runner on third. Pitch is blocked by Cromwell. It was either he was trying to fake it or he was surprised that Betcher's throw was that good. Who knows? Rios on third, Park the hitter. He's 1 for 3 today with a single in his last at-bat. And he hits a fly ball to left. Out first, now in. Tanner Smith makes the catch. 8 innings of 1-run ball for Logan Mercado. No runs, a hit, and the Cardinals strand a runner. Through 7.5. Ducks 8, Cardinal 1 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
To protect his home and family from disaster, Steve used courage, wisdom, and his camera phone.
That should do it.
Way to go, Steve! By simply taking digital pictures of his family's important documents, Steve can always have them stored safely online, no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
It's the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Ducks lead Stanford 8-1. Pitching change brought to you by Toyota. In for the Cardinal, number 18, Torin O'Haron, a 6 foot, 187-pound right-handed pitcher, just a freshman.
A 14.54 ERA. It matches the highest earned run average on the Stanford staff. He's 0-1 this year in 5 appearances and 1 start. He's gone 4 1/3. He's given up 5 hits, 7 runs. They've all been earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 9. Opponents are hitting .294 against Torin O'Haron.
Well, Oregon's looking for more. Gavin Grant is going to lead off the inning. In this game, he's 0 for 2, was hit in the helmet his last time up. And yesterday, he tied his season high for doubles with his 7th of the season. The next would give him a career high.
Haskins stays in the game to play shortstop.
And the first pitch to Grant comes in low and away. 1-0.
Dugan goes 1 2/3 in relief. 3 hits, 2 runs. No walks and 2 strikeouts, excuse me.
And the 1-0 pitch in there, strike, 1-1, 92 miles an hour from O'Haron. Gavin Grant has his average up to 272 now this season. 1-1. He takes one down the middle. 1-2. It'll be interesting to see if Logan Mercado comes back out for the 9th inning.
I'd bring him out.
Yeah, I would too. And the 1-2 to Grant. And he goes fishing, pitch in the dirt. He strikes out, and on the drop third, it's thrown by Moore to Graham to complete the out. Oregon is hitting .344 against Stanford today, 11 for 32. Meanwhile, the Cardinal hitting just .148, 4 for 27 against Logan Mercado. Nishida takes one over the outer part of the plate. 0-1. He executed a sacrifice bunt in the 6th. Swipes and misses. 0-2. Slap the other way. Off the hand of Marcus Hingle, the third base coach. Still 0-2.
Hot shot, though. Hot shot.
Down into his crouch, O'Haron looking at the armband. Ducks have scored in every inning since the 3rd, trying to extend that streak. Bouncing ball right side of the infield. Bowser on the run, knows he has to hurry and does. Out number 2. And Colby Shade will try and extend the streak. Singled and scored in the 3rd. And he's hit on the shoulder. Oregon's been hit 3 times today. It's a 2-out hit by pitch. And now the Cardinal have to face Cali and Ceballos again, and that's never fun.
Yeah, extending the inning. I was talking about that with Cali. You know, he sees a lot of pitches. He got the bat in Ceballos' hand. Ceballos hit a home run. Oh, in that case, a bruise on Shade's shoulder is going to extend the inning. See if Cali can make the Cardinal pay.
Not your ordinary hit by pitches. Most have come.
Yeah, they've been around the shoulders, yeah.
Yeah, too close for comfort. Drew Cali's 2 for 4 with a couple of doubles.
That's what the helmet's for.
Up and outside, 1-0. Cali with doubles 12 and 13 today. He has the most doubles on the team. O'Haron's 1-0, evens up the count on a swing and a miss. Duck Baseball brought to you by Pacific Source Health Plans, providing health coverage that strives to go beyond what's required for members. Learn more at PacificSourceMembersFirst.com. O'Haron's flirting with this pitch clock, I'll tell you what. And now he throws over to first with 2 seconds left on the clock.
Sometimes you throw over to get a new pitch clock.
It's like he's reading a novel on his wrist.
Maybe he is.
Yeah, some entertainment while you're pitching. Why not? Here's a strike. 1-2 to Cali. Ducks 8, Cardinal 1. 2 gone, last of the 8th inning. Shade off first. Line shot, but robbed by Troy. That's the third baseman running towards short to glove it. And that ends the 8th inning. And Oregon puts up its first 0 as an offense since the 2nd. No runs, no hit, a runner left on base. Logan Mercado going for Oregon's 2nd straight complete game when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear roads, trails, and rivers. Ready for some SUV action? Drive family adventures with the Highlander. Make a splash with the RAV4 or haul fun with the Sequoia. Check them at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2022-2023 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and the Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student-athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Source Health Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
Dear Sharp Turns, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. Get a grip in the stylish Camry, the elegant Crown, the striking new Prius, or the sharp Corolla. Get to Toyota.com already. Toyota, let's go places.
On to the ninth inning. Oregon 8, Stanford 1. Here's Joey for play-by-play.
Thank you, Jordan Brenner. Logan Mercado looking for a complete game. Ducks lead by 7, and they're out hitting Stanford 11-4. For the Cardinal, it's 2-3-4. Carter Graham, Tommy Troy, and Braden Montgomery. These are the guys that you want up if you're a Stanford fan to try to get something going. Some of the better hitters in the Pac-12 to face Mercado here. Starts with Graham. Actually, pinch hitter. We're going to see Becerra, Timo Becerra, grab a bat and hit against Mercado. First pitch was in for a strike, and the next pitch misses. Offense hasn't really gotten it going for Stanford, so Coach Esker going to the bench a little bit.
Yeah, sending a message before tomorrow.
1-1 pitch to Becerra. Breaking ball outside corner, strike 2.
Well, you're right. I jinxed Jay Stoffel's Pac-12 Pitcher of the Week case because now Logan Mercado's a candidate.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Breaking ball that's hit to left. Breaking ball stayed up, and Becerra took advantage. He's got a base hit to lead off the ninth. Looks like we're going to see another pinch hitter. For the conference's leader in batting average coming in to the weekend. Tommy Troy won't hit here. Instead, it'll be Jimmy Nadai. Mercado's breaking ball on the inside corner to the righty. Well, I said that these are the guys you want up if you're the Cardinal trying to get something going, but Coach Esker's saying, we're going to go to the bench. 0-1 is low and away, 1-1. Says something, I think, about the respect they have for Mercado's performance today. Oregon leading 8-1 in the top of the ninth inning, looking for a series win against Stanford. 1-1. Just misses low. 2-1. Stanford number 7, depending on which ranking you're looking at, but number 7. 2-1. Just misses, didn't get the call. 3-1. Hitters count, and this one's on the outside corner to Nadai. It's 3-2. Runner at first, the payoff. Grounder. It'll move Grant over to his left. Second baseman's only play will be to first. He makes it to retire Nadai. No double play ball, though. Becerra advances to second. There's one away in the ninth inning. Ducks lead 8-1. Mercado 2 outs away. And we're going to see another pinch hitter for Stanford. Braden Montgomery won't hit. Instead, it will be number 39, Jake Sapien. And the first pitch is a strike. .276 average for Sapien. Mercado's pitch to the righty is on the outside corner for strike 2 at 92. He's over 100 pitches and he's hitting 92 still. Runner at second, one out, 0-2 from Mercado. High with a fastball. Sapien lays off, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still way ahead. Mercado set at the belt. He spins and throws over to second. Grant covers the bag. Becerra retreats back. Becerra, excuse me. One, two. Breaking ball lifted in the air to left, right at Tanner Smith. Barely asked to move. Left fielder makes the catch. Another pinch hitter in place of Malcolm Moore. They'll go to number 19, Henry Gargis. Cardinal down to their last out with a runner at second. Pitch to the lefty is low. Ducks ahead 8-1. Oregon victorious last night 4-0. The 1-0 is on the inside corner. A strike and it's 1-1. Next pitch swung on and missed. 1-2. Mercado's a strike away from a complete game. Runner at second, 2 down. The 1-2 is up and away. Now 2-2. Two ball, 2 strike pitch. Swing and a miss! Logan Mercado goes the distance. Oregon wins 8-1, back-to-back complete games. Oregon wins the series against Stanford, and the Ducks will look for the sweep tomorrow. Logan Mercado, complete game, 8-1 win. Man,
it's a great moment for Logan Mercado, a guy who's been in and out of the rotation, who's been here a long time. A lot of work went in behind the scenes to getting to this level where you can go the distance against one of the best offenses in the country. Congrats to him. And, well, the Ducks got a fresh bullpen going into tomorrow.
Bullpen is fresh. Series is won. Ducks win 8-1. Post-game show coming up. Logan Mercado, I think he's the player of the game. We're back after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to bring the big game to your backyard. With battery power made by Steel. Our AK Homeowner System battery tools start at just $199.99. Find yours at over 10,000 local dealers. Steel is a proud supporter of your Oregon Ducks. Real Steel. Find yours. All prices S&W SRP.
Health insurance can be complicated. Choosing your health insurance is better when you have a guide. Moda Health and Delta Dental provide expert guidance, high-quality insurance, and access to local, trusted doctors and hand-picked wellness services. Just choose the medical and dental insurance that fits your needs and your budget so you can stay healthy with preventive care, prescription drug coverage, and easy access to doctors. Plus, maintain that healthy smile with a dentist of your choice. Choose a better experience with a local health partner. Moda Health and Delta Dental. Full health insurance is better together. Visit us at modahealth.com to
It
get
was just
started.
kind of a regular RBI call. All right. You got it.
This is Ducks Baseball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Time for the Oregon Baseball postgame show. Stats, analysis, and the full game recap are all ahead. Now, back to the ballpark.
Keys to the game today, I said Jace 2.0. Logan Mercado did that, so is tomorrow Jace 3.0 or Logan 2.0? Maybe both. Jace 3.0, Logan 2.0 for whoever is out there on the hill for the Ducks. That's what Oregon needs, clearly.
Very, very well put. Some inspiring work on your part with that thought. And whatever it takes, we do our part. But really, just a lot of credit to this pitching staff, a lot of credit to Jake Angier. I mean, let's be quite frank about it, Joey. This was the question mark entering the season. Is the starting pitching going to be good enough? Well, in the biggest series of the year, in your home yard, you get your first 2 complete games of the season. Through 18 innings of work on the hill, Oregon's given up 1 run to what was considered the best offense in the Pac-12 entering this weekend. And that needs to be celebrated. Just a great moment, and there is all sorts of momentum going on for Duck baseball. There's a buzz around the city. And we'll see everybody tomorrow at PK Park as the Ducks try and sweep the Stanford Cardinals.
Ducks take down number 7 Stanford 8-1. Matt Scott, the outstanding freshman, his first loss in his collegiate career. He's now 5-1. And Mercado gets the win, moving him to 3-0 on the season. Impressive for Logan Mercado. Ducks victorious 8-1. It moves Oregon's overall record to 24-9. The Ducks are now 9-5 in Pac-12 play. It drops Stanford to 22-10. Cardinal now 10-4 in Pac-12 play. Stanford came into the weekend tied for first in the Pac-12 standings, and the Ducks have beaten them twice behind 2 excellent pitching performances. There's really no other way to put it. Oregon, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and 7 runners left on base. Stanford with 1 run on 5 hits, no errors, and 4 runners left on base. Logan Mercado, 9 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts on 111 pitches.
That's unreal. And now if you're Oregon tomorrow, I know you joke like Jace 3.0 or
Logan 2.0.
Really, though, looking at tomorrow, a fresh Matt Dallas, a fresh Austin Anderson, a fresh Josh Maleris, Oregon can leave it all out there tomorrow. I know Oregon won the series last year against Stanford. They lost the Sunday game. And that frustrated Mark Wasikowski. I was on that trip. He wanted that sweep really badly. And I know for a fact he wants that again this year.
No doubt about it. Some highlights when we come back. Ducks victorious. They've used 2 pitchers, and they've got 2 wins on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. It is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
It's time for today's STEM tip. Okay, you know recycling is important. No one wants plastic in the ocean. Here's a cool way to repurpose a plastic bottle. Build an awesome terrarium. Cut a large plastic bottle in half and fill the base with sand, pebbles, potting soil, and your favorite plant. I chose an African violet. Put the top of the bottle over your base and place it in the sun. Your plant will grow sealed in its own ecosystem. Fun, right? Learn more at She Can STEM. A message from the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Ducks victorious 8-1. Logan Mercado outstanding. A new career high in innings pitched. And he matches his career high in strikeouts. And that's just a great day from Logan Mercado. He really set the tone early. He retired the Stanford Cardinal in order the first time through. He did not allow a hit until the fifth inning. And Oregon's offense got him going with 2 runs in the third. Drew Cowley and Sabine Ceballos, they stayed hot, knocking in runs. And then in the fourth inning, you talk about a guy staying hot. Jacob Walsh is red hot right now.
Jacob Walsh hits one in the air to left. This one is carrying out, and he's homered in back-to-back games. Jacob Walsh has hit his 10th home run of the season and his 7th in his last 14 games.
And he wasn't done at 7 in his last 14. Jordan Brenner on the call. We'll have more on that in a moment. Ducks got out, though, to a 3-run lead, and then in the fifth inning, they added more, and it was, again, the combination of Drew Cowley and Sabine Ceballos, and this felt like a critical moment to me. So Riku Nishida flies out. Colby Shade grounds out. Drew Cowley works a count. He gets it to 3-1. He fouls one off. He works the count. He ends up doubling to right.
Well, to comment on that, right, you're up 3-0. You could easily fold, right?
Yeah.
Two up, 2 down in the fifth. Okay, that's fine. We'll try to get more later. But no, Drew Cowley, resilient. 2 out hitting has been sensational throughout the series, and he starts a 2-out rally, which leads to Oregon blowing Stanford out, because once it's not 3-0 anymore, you get some of the worse arms in the Cardinal bullpen. That opened the door to a blowout win, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And then Sabine Ceballos, you get the bat in his hand, you extend innings, good things happen. They did in the fifth today.
And the pitch is hit a mile high to left. Look at this one go out of here. Moonshot. Sabine Ceballos has knocked in 3. His 8th of the season gives Oregon a 5-0 lead in the fifth.
I think he started to get it going again today. He's been so red hot. The bar has been so high. It felt like that swing and a couple others. Sabine Ceballos has started to get it going. And the 2-strike approach, we play the highlight of the big home run. He also had an RBI ground out. He also had 2 hits that came with 2 strikes where he shortened up and put it back to center field. That's what you want to see.
I mean, 3-4 in this order. Cowley, Ceballos, you're not going to want to face these guys right now. They have gone up to another level. I'd put them up there with LSU's offense. I'd put them up there certainly with Stanford's offense with what we've seen today. This is big-time stuff for Cowley and Ceballos. If they can continue to play like this as the season moves on, Joey, we're going to have ourselves a race to the Pac-12 title between the Ducks and a few others.
Yeah, I agree with that. So Oregon, the way that they swung the bats today, and then Jacob Walsh, if they keep doing that, I agree, because Jacob Walsh back up in the 6th. It wasn't just his 7th home run in 14 games. It was actually his 8th home run in 14 games. Again, leading off an inning. It wasn't just back-to-back games. It became back-to-back at-bats with a home run for Jacob Walsh.
Jacob Walsh in the air to left. Does it have enough? Multiple home run game for Jacob Walsh. This ballpark is too small for him.
He has been red hot, and you know, when he gets the power going, last year it was the doubles, this year it's the home runs, and when he goes the other way, it's a little bit scary for opposing pitchers.
He's going the other way. He's doing it off of lefties. This is only the sophomore season for Jacob Walsh. Who knows what this guy looks like next year. When he won Pac-12 Player of the Week against Arizona, Joey, he hit 3 home runs. Well, he has 3 home runs in this series and another game to play tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So Oregon just kept it up. 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. They added 2 more in the 7th, and the Ducks end up giving Logan Mercado the ball in the 9th, and this was cool. Already a high in innings pitched, and then he matches his career high in strikeouts with a runner at second in the 9th. Logan Mercado finishes off a complete game. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss! Logan Mercado goes the distance. Oregon wins 8-1, back-to-back complete games. That's your OCCU remarkable play of the game.
Yeah,
Duck fans take flight financially at OCCU with remarkable checking, MyOCCU mobile banking, and nationwide ATM access. Learn more at myoccu.org/remarkable.
Just, hey, thanks to the guys, right? It's easy to call a game when you're beating a top 10 team. I'm having a lot of fun the last couple days.
Broadcasters sound good when the team is good.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we sound pretty good tomorrow.
That's the goal. Today's attendance announced at 2,322. No official word on if that counted 4-legged fans.
Wait, say the number again. I didn't hear you.
2,322. I don't know if that counted 4-legged fans.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to do math in my head. I don't know. There were a lot of great dogs at the ballpark.
There were.
Great job by the Quack video crew today. I thought it was one of the better produced broadcasts of the year. Fun to watch.
Shout out Alex Stimson and crew, especially the in-between innings. We got to see some photos of everybody with their dogs. That's what it's all about. Love it. It's brought to you by the Oregon Home Team. Visit your local Oregon Mutual location for your farm and business insurance needs. Tomorrow, the senior stroll. The idea about that, senior citizens get a special ticket discount and a chance to walk the new side of PK Park that has some banners celebrating the history of Oregon baseball. So if you come out to PK Park and you haven't gotten a chance to look at those additions to the ballpark on the right field side, if you're walking from the right field parking lot past Pape Field and Autzen Stadium, if you walk by toward home plate on the outside of the ballpark, that's where these new banners are with some history about PK Park and Oregon baseball. Pretty cool. So that's the theme tomorrow. It's an 8-1 win for the Ducks today. It's a 4-0 win for the Ducks yesterday. And Oregon has used Jay Stoffel and Logan Mercado.
Sweep the Stanford. Sweep Stanford. We're going with that.
You got there.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
We'll finish up the post game, look around the Pac-12, and get you set up for tomorrow when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
The scenes were high, but Janet had to navigate the healthcare system.
Navigating the healthcare system shouldn't feel like a harrowing journey, which is why Pacific Source Health Plans goes beyond what's required. So when you call us, you'll get service from a human, not an automated phone tree. And if you need to see a specialist, we won't require you to get a referral.
Experience danger in Janice Navigates the Healthcare System.
Not if Janice had a Pacific Source Health Plan. Visit PacificSourceMembersFirst.com.
Save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Everything you need, from milk, eggs, fresh meat, and produce, and much more. Delivered right to your car. No need to leave the car or stand in line. And the best part, Your groceries will be ready for pickup in just a few hours. Shop, drive up, and go at Safeway.com.
It's time to play Perfect Food Pairings, brought to you by Mountain Dew. This dish pairs perfectly with the bold citrus kick of Mountain Dew.
Oh, street tacos.
Sorry, that is not the answer we're looking for.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Sorry, that is also not the answer.
What the heck?
Is it chicken wings?
Correct.
What? Wait a second.
Yeah, hold on. Mountain Dew pairs perfectly with street tacos.
And Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
This show is so lame.
This show is not lame.
Yeah, you're lame.
Nothing pairs perfectly with food like Mountain Dew. Do the Dew.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. And when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires, brakes, and alignment can go a long way toward giving you better control.
Hey, it's my
of your car, at least.
My turn to sit there.
Save up to $160 when you bundle tires and brakes. Swing by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing matters. Limited time offer while supplies last. Discount depends on tire size and type. Cannot combine with other offers. Details at leschwab.com.
Eight to 1, Oregon victorious over Stanford. And looking around the Pac-12, Arizona State looking to even the series against Washington. It's 8-4, and the Sun Devils currently have the lead in the bottom of the eighth. UCLA won 3-2 over UC Davis last night. It's 8-1 Bruins in the bottom of the eighth currently. Bottom of the fifth, USC and Oregon State are tied at 1. Oregon State won that opening game last night. Washington State is leading Arizona 6-4 right now in the bottom of the fourth. Wazoo did win 6-3 last night. Utah beat Cal 13-10 after Cal won 3-2 yesterday. So we'll see. That could be an even series. Otherwise, though, this is a big win for the Ducks in the conference standings because Oregon now sitting at 9-5 in the league standings. Stanford is 10-4. One more win over the Cardinal, and the Ducks will at least tie Stanford. And then depending on what happens with USC and Arizona State, that'll determine how things shake out over the course of the rest of the weekend heading into next week for the Pac-12 standings. But if the Ducks they've already won this series. If the Ducks can sweep this series, it really bodes well for Oregon down the stretch.
Totally agree, and can't help but be impressed with this team. Yesterday, one of the most complete games of the season, and today was even better than that. So hopefully that trend continues into Sunday.
Yeah, the Ducks are now 24-9 and 9-5 in Pac-12 play. Tomorrow, Leo Ullman gets the ball, and he'll go against Joey Dixon, a guy who does not have a loss this year. Let's see if the freshman can channel his inner Jay Stoffel and Logan Mercado. In all seriousness, I mean, I think that this is a chance for Leo Ullman to really pick up some momentum and run with it.
Yeah, a real opportunity for him. And, Jay Stoffel and Logan Mercado, they showed him how to do it. Can the young man have a great start? I think it's certainly possible. And if he doesn't, the Ducks, certainly with some fresh guys back in the bullpen who are definitely chomping at the bits to get out there in this series.
No doubt about that. 11:45, the pregame show tomorrow, and a just after noon first pitch. Ducks and Stanford, Game 3. He's Jordan Brenner. I'm Joey Mack. Mitchell Lee in the OSN studio. Alex Stimson and the entire Quack Video crew. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 11:45 tomorrow as the Ducks go for the sweep of the Cardinal on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
All right, you guys are
You've
off.
been listening to Ducks Baseball on the Oregon Sports
Thank
Network
you.
from Learfield. Today's game has been brought to you by Les Schwab, your home for sudden service.
And there I am. Alex, do you want me to do music or no?